Episode 2, Dolphins and the Table of Knowledge. That's right, we're talking about dolphins and the table I set up at the Pink Shell Resort every day with new animals and critters that I find to show the guests what's right in the backyard of Pink Shell Resort. Starting off, how cool is this dolphin right in the marina chasing fish? You can see how agile this is. That dolphin's maybe in a foot or two of water. They can swim in less than a foot of water at still their top speeds, which can go very, very fast, over 25 miles an hour in a heartbeat. A lot of times the dolphins in this area do travel in groups, but we don't call them pods around Fort Myers Beach or Cape Coral. These type of dolphins are common coastal bottlenose dolphins. They're found in just about every waterway around the world. And we don't call them pods because pods are groups of animals, marine animals, that are always together. These are social groups. They're together for reasons like breeding, feeding, playing, and then they'll split up. They even have school groups, not like a fish school, but like a school whereas all the adult females leave their babies with an older female so they can be taught how to be dolphins while the other adults are out fishing or feeding to get enough of that 20 to 30 pounds of food to supply the milk to the newborn babies. That's how many fish they can eat in a day. About 25 to 30 pounds. That is crazy. You can see a lot of these social groups will stay together for long periods of time. They will do some things that a lot of the guests are questioning that kind of look like fighting, and that is what this is. This is a breeding group. A lot of times it's multiple males, multiple females, all hanging out doing their thing. Very, very neat to watch. Yeah, I know. But it is still really cool to see these animals acting in their natural habitat. I mean, look how cool they are. They don't care what's going on around them. But having said that, they are very aware of what's going on around them most of the time. But if there's hundreds of boats or even like 10 boats or 5 boats around these dolphins when they are doing these social activities, they can get hit. And just like these dolphins here jumping in the wake of this boat, they are vulnerable to getting sucked into that propeller, especially if they are not veteran dolphins that know how to do it. Babies often get sucked in, and that's why it's illegal to purposefully get dolphins trapped in your wake. If they get in on their own, that's a different story. How cool was that slow motion jump? Oh, I love these guys. Very, very beautiful animals. Awesome. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the tank that I set up. Every day I go out and I catch whatever I can on the beach and in the bay for about, I'll go out there for a little while, and then I keep the animals in an aerated tank for just a few hours before I will re-release them and see if I can catch anything else. We have peppermint shrimp, swimmer crabs. You saw some guppies a little earlier. My favorite is to catch these beautiful sea nettle jellies. We also get comb jellies. You'll see those in a second. But the sea nettles are a stinging jelly. And so many people come over saying they've never seen sea jellies in real life. And it is just absolutely awesome. The stinging cells are on the tentacles. The bell won't hurt you, but I still don't suggest going around and poking jellyfish. It's such a beautiful animal to watch, though. How cool is this? They are said to have eyes, not so much like compound eyes like we have, but more photosensitive cells, so they can sense light and dark. You'll often see them, or at least I've noticed, the sea nettles and sea jellies come out in the morning, right after the sun comes up, and then they'll drop. But this one did catch an unfortunate fish there, and you can see it digesting. It takes a while to digest a fish for a sea nettle. Oh, there's my box turtle. I bring him in sometimes to see. This is a beautiful little seahorse. I've caught 2 seahorses since I started there. Both were juveniles, but how beautiful is this little guy? I didn't keep these long because they are very touchy and temperamental. I just kept them long enough to bring up and show a couple of people, and then I put them right back exactly where I found them. But how beautiful are these? They have a 90% hunting success rate. They are perfect predators. And as everybody knows, yes, the male does give birth to the live babies, but the female still lays the eggs and then deposits them into the male's pouch. Not like a kangaroo pouch, but very similar to the point where they just have a holding area. And there's a little pufferfish that was friends with the first little seahorse that I caught. Pufferfish puffed right when I caught him, but then after that, he didn't puff again, which I was very happy about because it showed that he wasn't that stressed out. These guys hung out next to each other the whole time I had them in the tank. Get wrapped around a little red mangrove propagule there. I just love these little carnivores. How cool. And yes, pufferfish and seahorses can both be poisonous. Pufferfish are poisonous. Seahorses can be poisonous. So you always want to be very careful anytime you're messing with these animals, not only for your sake, but especially for theirs. They're very delicate creatures. Pufferfish can't always deflate after they've inflated themselves, so it is kind of dangerous for them to be inflated. And when I caught this little guy, I didn't think it was a pufferfish until I actually put it in the tank. I wasn't 100% sure what it was. He looks a little different. I do have a really cool microscope that I'll get little microscopic organisms. This is a baby tube worm. These guys can get very big, over a foot. But this one was so microscopic, I had to put it in the microscope. Next thing I want to talk about, look at these cute little coquina shells. These little guys are the ones that run away from every single wave. Every breath they take, they have little tubes, and they inhale dirty water. And when they exhale clean water. So every breath they take leaves the world a better place than it was the breath before. I really wish we could kind of take their example and go with it. A lot of times when I do a beach tank, I'll put them in my tank. That way they're able to clean the water. When at first, the water will be kind of cloudy and dirty. And then just after about 20 minutes, if I even have 10 of these little guys, they will clean the water. Look how clear that water is. And you can see some of these little guys inhaling, and then you'll see little puffs of sand getting spit out. But these are, I've heard a lot of kids, these are the butterfly shells, because they'll find them after the they will find them and they will kind of open up and it'll look like a butterfly wing. But a lot of different colors. You can actually see the foot. These are bivalve mollusks. Bivalve mollusks have a foot that will come out to move around, dig in. This one I just found in a little puddle at low tide. And there is a very cool sea star, common Florida sea star. We get a lot of those. These are another carnivore. I really look forward to seeing you guys next time. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video turned out better than the last one. I'll have more to come later.